because you've granted me with your attention, because you've granted me with your eyes and your ears and a singular view. I'm going to repay that to you with tingles and hopefully what is a good period of relaxation. So I think, like any first ASMR video should be, we should get to know one another a little bit. So if you couldn't tell by my name on YouTube here, my name is Rob, and I have decided to take up ASMR as a hobby, as a passion, for fun, because, to be honest, I've been watching it for years and years and years, for about 8 years I want to say. I'm 21 years old now, and I was about 13 years old when I discovered ASMR for the first time. However, that's not when I first experienced ASMR. Now, before I delve too deeply into who I am, because you can stick around, you can get to know me, because I'm going to be posting more and more videos on here, I can assure you of that. I'm going to start off with a little story about the first time that I actually experienced tingles, and experienced what is now known as ASMR. So, I'm from a more rural part of England, in the Midlands, and I went to a very small primary school. There's only about 100 pupils in the entire school. That's from reception all the way to year 6. And if you're not from the UK and you're watching this, year 6 is about to the age of 11, and year 1 starts when you're 4 or 5 years old. So within that period, I was in my first year there. So this is reception. I was 4 years old, and I was sat in a room, the main room that we had our lessons in. They had a little carpet on the floor that was covered in tiny little numbers, and we all had to sit on these numbers. We had an allocated number that we had to sit on. My number was 17. As you're getting to know me, 17 is in fact my favourite number. It's my lucky number. I was born on the 17th, so I was sat on number 17. And along this row, it was a 10 by 10 square, so numbers 1 to 100, and along this row were sat other boys and girls in my class. And for one task that we had to do, it was a very basic task. We had to pick our favourite number. Mine just happened to be number 17 that I was sat on top of. And we had to all turn to the left, so that we were facing the back of another person. And within this exercise, we had to trace our number on the back of the other person. So we were all tracing numbers on the back of one another. First of all, it was a lucky number, and then we were told to write 9, and to write 10, 11, 12, all the way up 1 to 20. So we were drawing these numbers on one another's backs, and I just remember feeling incredibly relaxed, just at the feeling of somebody's finger running down my back. I didn't quite understand why that made me feel relaxed, but it did. And that was the first time I experienced ASMR. Was in a lesson on counting and, I suppose, writing numbers. So, if you're still with us, if you're still awake, I suppose now is a good time to move on to what I would like to achieve with this channel. And first of all, I would like to help people relax. By no means is that a unique mission statement. That is mostly the point of ASMR, but I feel after 8 years of consuming content that I would love to repay community that I've enjoyed watching for so many years. I'd like to repay the people that have the time and enjoy listening to ASMR, and I'd like to provide my own input within the genre. And it may not be the biggest differentiation, but it's something different. It's a new face in the community, and my main part is to become my own little corner, have my own little corner of the community, whether it's one person, 10 people, 100 people watching me. I really don't mind. I would just love to cultivate my own ASMR community and build somewhat of a following. But I'll make it abundantly clear that this is a passion project, and I only ever want it to be fun. I feel if I enjoy what I'm doing, then the ASMR will be good, and it should be no more than that. It's as simple as it needs to be. So I suppose I can carry on telling you a few more things about myself, but I want to get some triggers involved now, because that's only fair if I'm going to repay the community. I think I should help you guys relax with some triggers. So if you bear with me, I'm going to start off with a cult classic. For those people watching with their eyes closed right now, trying to get some sleep, I currently have a keyboard within my hands. I have a keyboard within my hands. I have a keyboard within my hands. This is purely intuitive. I've never sat down in front of a camera and tried to make ASMR sounds before. This is my first time, and I'm just going to try my best to help you guys relax. I have a keyboard in my hands. I have a keyboard in my hands. I have a keyboard in my hands. It's in your right ear. It's in your left ear. It's in both ears. I have a keyboard in my hands. Now I'm going to try and type out my name. R-O-B space. Backspace, because I've forgotten an apostrophe, an S. No space. A-S-M-R. Rob's ASMR. That is me. And you are getting to know me. So what else can I tell you, about the first time I ever experienced ASMR? You know that my name is Rob, you know that I'm 21, I think I mentioned that. That's about it. I think an important thing to note is that I do live with housemates for the time being, not for much longer. So if you hear any background noise that may be unnecessary, unwarranted, and just straight up not tingly, I do apologise. However, I will do my best to work around noisy neighbours and things and edit out any bad sounds. So I just want you to relax, to relax, to relax, to relax, to relax. So I live with 3 housemates some reason, it's only today that I've decided to turn them both on and record this first video. But anyway, I think it's time for a new trigger. I just grabbed a few things that were kind of knocking about my room. I've got a water bottle here. I think water bottles always sound pretty cool. You can get some diverse sounds out of it. So I'll make some more sounds with this. So, as I was saying, I've just finished my degree in film production. It's a 3-year degree. I enjoyed it very much. And I'm currently applying for full-time work. So I have a little bit of spare time now my degree is finally finished. So I'm making the transition into a career. So I thought, whilst I've got this free time, I'm investing it within a career, but I've finally decided to chase a subconscious dream of mine and just finally get started with some ASMR. I do hope it's somewhat decent. I've got a long way to go yet, I've got a lot to learn. But I do want to get good. I want to make as much as I can, whilst I have the time now. You may be wondering, thinking that a degree in film production is a little bit vague. You can produce a film, but a film can be anything. Nowadays, films can be 10-second shorts on TikTok or YouTube. Films can be feature length that you see in the cinema. Films can be anything from a family video, but what is it that I specifically do? I'll have a handful of skills. I'm a freelance videographer and video editor, so I film things, I edit them. I'm also a film producer for a production company that I've set up with one of my housemates that I mentioned earlier. So I do a little bit of everything, I suppose. I like to record things, I like to edit things, I like to make things happen. I enjoy putting together schedules, talking to actors, things like that. But for the degree itself, it's very focused on short films. I've got quite an array of short films now under my belt from my 3 years of this degree. And honestly, it can get a bit exhausting when you're trying to constantly one-up yourself and make better films. The quality's got to be better, the budget's got to be bigger. There's just something inevitably refreshing about just turning on a 1080p webcam and a Blu-ray, trying to help people relax. I feel it's still filmmaking, just within a different likes ASMR. He is one of my most watched creators, that's for sure. He does a lot of visual type movements. And I don't know if this is doing anything for anybody right now because I have no plan with what I'm doing here. But I'm just trying to close the space and open it back up again. I find sometimes visual ASMR can be quite enjoyable to watch. It can be quite relaxing if you can keep your eyes open to watch it. That's always my issue. I always get too relaxed and can't see it anymore, so sometimes it's good to have a bit of dialogue or commentary going on at the same time. This light is doing no favours, so I'm going to park the visuals for now. This was never supposed to be a visual heavy session, but it's definitely something I want to look into and improve on in future. For now, you're just getting to know me. I'm paying back to the ASMR community. I just think it's such a cool space that I really want to be a part of, so if you're watching this, I appreciate the welcome. I appreciate that you made it this far into what is currently a nobody's ASMR channel. I do have some other things for triggers here, so I'm just going to crack on with those. This is a personal favourite of mine. I just cut my nails, so maybe that was a bad idea. This is my red massage ball. Because I have, it's just to help muscle stiffness or soreness. You know, when you go to the gym and your muscles ache like my shoulders ache. I don't have the best posture in the world, as you can tell. So this helps roll out my shoulder. You can put it on the floor or up against the wall and essentially put your body weight onto it to try and massage out any early tapping videos that... apologies for that. One of his early tapping videos is like the first video I ever watched on YouTube. That the first time I saw the word ASMR, I had no idea what it meant. I kind of got it straight away. I was like, it's very relaxing, that's for sure. I used to love his tapping. I remember he had his little bird's pillow. A little birdie told me that I had to get some sleep. That line would almost send me to sleep within itself. My version of the bird's pillow is this plastic Red Bull. A little gym lad told me that you had some knotted muscles. Yeah, that's my equivalent. I'm going to move on before I ruin the vibe completely here. Let me think. I've got the perfect thing. I'm going to make this my last trigger of the video. I've got a PlayStation controller. It's just sat on my desk. I definitely need to optimize this setup because there's not much space on my desk right now. But like I say, no excuses, just need to get started and the rest can come. Anyway, I've been speaking a lot about myself. I hope that you've got some insight into who I am. I'm sure we can get to know each other plenty more as I make more video content. I would love to know about you. How's your day been today? If you're still awake, to let me know. Drop it in the comments. Tell me if you're feeling relaxed, if you needed to be relaxed today. I hope this helped. Did anything nice happen today, or was it kind of rough? Me personally, I've had a decent day. I actually got back from a holiday at 3 o'clock in the morning last night and spent my day unpacking, doing washing, some chores. I had an edit for a freelance client that I had to finish. I got it done super quick. It was fairly straightforward and magically I have all this time to spare to do some ASMR for you. So it's a pretty good day if you ask me. Oh, that's good. I like that. I'd love to know your opinion on rhythm-based ASMR. If you have any feelings towards it, let me know. I've always had mixed opinions because, in theory, right, rhythm-based ASMR should be relaxing. You know, let's say tapping, for example. It's a consistent rhythm, something like that I can get behind. I feel like as soon as you turn it into more of something, not melodic, but musical, anything more than just a consistent beat of tapping, something like that, it's got a bit more dynamics to it. It's never really done it for me, I can't lie. You know, like breaking the pattern and starting it again. I don't know, it's never been my cup of tea. this video help you relax, then my job here is done. And if not, then I guess I'll have to make a few more videos for you guys to have another go, and hopefully get that relaxation you very, 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 very much deserve. So, my name is Rob. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next ASMR video. Goodbye.